Hey hunters, LWobbe here from Platinum Intel. Sony has just announced the 3 free games for PlayStation Plus subscribers this September, and there's a bit of an interesting twist this month. We're only getting one PS5 title, which is unusual compared to the recent months. This could be because PS4 Plus support is expected to end soon, so Sony might be giving us a few extra PS4 titles while they can. Still, it's a solid lineup overall, and all 3 games will be available to PlayStation Plus subscribers from September 2nd. First up, we've got Psychonauts 2 on PlayStation 4, developed by Double Fine and released on August 25th, 2021. Psychonauts 2 is a platforming action-adventure with a mix of shooting and fighting elements, following Raz as he dives into the minds of eccentric characters to uncover hidden memories and solve a bigger mystery. It's a unique, creative experience packed with personality. Critics loved it, giving it an impressive 87 on Metacritic, while user ratings sit at an 8.1. Now for the trophies. Psychonauts 2 has an uncommon platinum, with a total of 58 trophies. Difficulty-wise, it's a very approachable 3 out of 10, with only one full playthrough needed, and taking about 25 hours to wrap it all up. There are 2 grindy trophies to watch out for. Both require farming in-game currency and spending it all to buy the pins from the store. Nothing too extreme, just a little bit of extra time needed. You've also got 2 missable trophies here. One involves talking to a specific character in their office, but you only get the chance at a certain point in the story. Miss it and you're locked out. The other requires you to deal with a certain enemy in a specific way, and they only spawn during certain parts of the campaign. The good news, no bug trophies and no RNG trophies to worry about. Plus, there's no DLC to add to the list, making it a very straightforward platinum. If you enjoy quirky worlds, creative level design, and narrative-driven platformers, this one's a solid pickup, especially with such a manageable platinum. Next up, we've got Stardew Valley. Also on PlayStation 4, developed by Eric Barone, better known as Concerned Ape, and released on December 13th, 2016. This one's a role-playing farming simulator with elements of strategy, adventure, and fantasy. You inherit a rundown farm from your grandfather and set out to build the life you want, from tending to crops and raising animals, to mining, fishing, crafting, and forming relationships with the locals. It's cozy, creative, and incredibly addictive. Critics praised it highly, giving it an impressive 89 on Metacritic, and players weren't too far behind, rating it a solid 8.8. Now, onto the trophies. Stardew Valley has an ultra rare platinum, 41 trophies in the base game and totaling 50 if we include the DLC. The platinum difficulty sits at a 6 out of 10, with you needing 2 playthroughs and taking around 110 hours to earn the platinum. Most of the time comes from grindy collectible trophies. Gathering every item and completing all checklists will take up a huge chunk of your hours. There are also technically 2 missable trophies. On top of that, 2 trophies are known to be buggy, though most players report they unlock just fine if you follow the correct steps. There is one DLC pack added through a free update, which includes 9 additional trophies. The DLC is much more relaxed, sitting at a 3 out of 10 for the difficulty and taking about 30 hours to earn those extra trophies. If you enjoyed laid-back farming sims and open-ended progression, this platinum is absolutely achievable. Just be prepared for a serious time investment to get there. Last up, we've got Viewfinder, developed by Sad Owl Studios and released on July 18th, 2023 for both PS4 and PS5. This one's a first-person puzzle platformer with a heavy focus on perspective and creativity. You'll manipulate photographs, paintings, and objects to reshape the world around you and solve clever environmental puzzles. It's visually striking, mind-bending, and one of the more unique puzzle games in recent years. Critics gave it solid praise with an 84 on Metacritic, while the players rated it a 7.9. Now let's talk the trophies. Viewfinders has a common platinum, with 46 trophies in total. It's considered to be an easier one, at around a 3 out of 10 for the difficulty, requiring just one full playthrough and roughly taking about 5 hours or so. Here's the catch though, 36 of the trophies are missable. That's most of the list. Following a guide from the start is highly recommended. There is also one bug trophy to watch out for. It's more of a finicky trophy and just requires a bit of playing around until it finally pops. If you're a fan of mind-bending puzzle games and you don't mind using a guide to avoid missing anything, the platinum is quick, clean, and very achievable.
Hey all, Maxi just dropping in to say, for those of you in the Asia regions, you'll be getting Dragon Marked for Death instead of Stardew Valley this month. Why this is, I honestly don't know, but let me quickly break it down for you. Dragon Marked for Death was developed by Inti Creates and released on July 22nd, 2020. It's a 2D action role-playing game with a fantasy setting, where you choose from 4 different characters, each with their own unique abilities, to take on missions slaying monsters, earn loot, and level up. On Metacritic, it's scored at a 69, with the player rating around the same at 6.9, with some saying that it's a frustrating experience with some good ideas buried behind poor decisions. Dragon Marked for Death is a rare platinum with a total of 35 trophies. Looking at the difficulty, it's about a 4 out of 10, but you'll need a whopping 6 playthroughs and roughly 40 hours to complete it all. Out of the entire list, there's only one grindy trophy for reaching level 50, but chances are you'll hit that naturally on your way to the platinum anyway. So, if you enjoy retro-style action role-playing games and don't mind putting in that time, this is one you might want to check out. Now, back to LWobbe to finish off this video.
We've also got a few server shutdown announcements to cover today, so let's jump right in. First up, WWE 2K24 servers for both PS4 and 5 will be going offline on September 30th, 2025. Need for Speed Rivals on the PS4, its servers will be closing October 7th. Madden 22 players, take note as servers for both PS4 and PS5 versions are shutting down on October 20th. PGA Tour 2K21 on PS4 and PS5 will be going offline on October 30th. Rust on PS4, there is no exact date just yet, but it's been confirmed that servers will be closing down sometime in October 2025. Skyforge on PS4 will be shutting down as well, with servers ending on October 29th. And finally, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, better known as PUBG, will have its final drops on November 13th, 2025. If you've already started any of these games, now's the time to prioritize finishing them before the servers go dark and those platinums become impossible to earn. And that wraps up our trophy breakdown for the free PS Plus games of September, along with the latest server shutdown warnings. So tell us, which of these free games are you most excited to jump into this month? And which server shutdown has you most worried? Let us know down in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful. And of course, subscribe to Platinum Intel so you don't miss our next breakdown. We'll see you in the next one.
Just dropping in again to say that if you want to chat and hang out with fellow trophy hunters like yourself, come join our Platinum Intel Discord. You'll find the link in the description below. Would love to see you in there.